Alright, so this is the beginning of my video memoirs, which are an idea I had 2-ish weeks ago to go along with the actual memoir project. Probably gonna end up scrapping this take, but we have them. And I don't know why I'm holding this up to my mouth like it's a tape recorder, because this is a camera. I am a retard. So yeah, I kind of could see what I was doing there. So, grandmother's car, but now when I was growing up, well, when I was really little growing up, all of back there, which I don't know if you can see very well because tiny display screen. I don't know if this has zoom. Let's find out. Oh, it does have zoom. Yeah, there are townhouses back there. But that cul-de-sac and those townhouses didn't exist. That was all farms, and a lot of what's across the street there too didn't exist. A lot of that, zoom in again, a lot of that was just kind of open. And yes, this is my infinitely long driveway. It runs all the fucking way down to there. But yeah, for now we're just kind of gonna do an overview of the property and where I was growing up, I guess. That window there is my room now. This window, which is now my sister's bedroom, was my old room, and yes, that's the reflection of my fat ass. This room was originally a toy room, and what was going to happen was we were going to make an expansion onto the back of the house here that was going to fan out into the front yard. I was going to make our house an L-shaped, and that new L shape was going to become the parents' bedroom. This room, which is my room now, was going to become my room, and this was going to stay the toy room. And my parents' old room would become my sister's room. But what ends up happening is this is converted into my room temporarily. And it just kind of stayed that way for 15 years. Then August of, I guess it would be 07, because it was 2 summers ago. August of 07, Leah went off to college and I moved into there, and of course she flunked out, which is why that's her room now. But none of that is very relevant, and actually I don't even know that my camera's picking up any of what I'm saying, except when I hold it like a tape recorder, because, well, as you can see, townhouses, neighbors, and it doesn't help that the 2 neighbors there are family. So my social anxiety disorder is kind of high whenever I'm outside, and I don't want to do anything or say anything, especially to them, because, hang on, that one townhouse there, furthest on the right, which is the last one in that segment. Sorry about my finger in the camera, but that last one there on the right is owned by 2 incredibly bitchy old women. Personally, I think they're lesbians or something, I don't know, but they just incredibly bitchy. So anyway, yeah, this is supposed to be a video memoir, not my rambling. So let's take a minute here to stop and talk about family. That house there is actually a house and apartment. The bulk of it is a house, but as you can sort of see on the zoom, there are two garages. And the second garage and the windows immediately above it, which again I gotta zoom in. The windows immediately above it are my great aunt, I guess she would technically be. We just refer to her as aunt. But whatever she would technically be, that's her apartment. And then the rest of the house belongs to one of my dad's cousins, who again we just refer to as aunt and uncle. I'm not sure which one is related to my dad, actually, if it's Patty or Jerry. But yeah, it belongs to my cousins, and well, I guess they're technically second cousins or something, but you get the gist of it. It's my cousins. Brick house there belongs to my paternal grandparents, well, step-grandmother. Blood grandmother died before any of the grandkids were born, and my grandfather died a few years ago. And the White House over there belongs to Mr. Teckerton, who is a very nice old man. I'll get into more about him later in the next installment, I guess. Since this is turning out to be less of a memoir and more of a general rambling about my property. So, while I'm on the video memoir thing, let's talk about what it is I'm planning to do with this project. I'm not playing with you. I'll play in a minute, okay? Let's talk about what it is I plan to do with this project. Specifically, I am planning... Well, originally I got the idea in my head that the memoir project was going to be too large and a pain in the ass to do. So I was going to ask if I could just do it as a video, but I realized I never fly in a creative writing class. So I thought, why not make a companion video to go along with my writing? So that's basically what I'm going to do. This is going to be pretty much done in documentary style. I'll go to important places that I feel like going to. Places like my ex-girlfriend's. I'm never setting foot on her property again. But I'll go to places. I'll try to get to as many important places as I can, and just kind of offer commentary about my life. And that damn bird, I swear to God, if I figure out which one you are, I will throw a brick at you. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to important places and offer commentary and things like that, and I'm gonna do documentary style interviews with myself, and I might read a few excerpts from my memoirs, and of course I'm going to be hosting all of this on the YouTube account temporarily, at least. I might burn it to a DVD, I might just leave it on the YouTube account and you guys can check it out whenever you want. I might do both. But it's racking up on time, and YouTube is a cunt to anyone who did not sign up before February of 2006. What I mean by that is, if you sign up before February of 2006, you can upload any length of video no matter their rules. If you are a YouTube partner, you can obviously bypass the 10-minute rule. And the most you can do as a regular user like me who joined post-February 2006 is 10 minutes, 59 seconds, 59 milliseconds. So with 1 minute left to go, like I said, this is basically just gonna be a documentary about my life. I have no idea why my dog is acting insane right now, but this is basically just gonna be a documentary-ish thing about my life so far. And yes, it is going to have some Blair Witch Cam going on. This is Nick, over and out.